These teams on their game too. They need to have a good game right here. They need to clutch up. But first, Firefly off spawn, nighttime serve.
There's so much action going to happen here. Noble Cave going to be the spawn of 3 teams. Wolves' Zem finds 1 Firefly here. He doesn't have ultimate. All he's got is his feet and a will and a way. And he's trying to lock down Corky, who found a parry off of ZK, and he took the blunt force of it. He finds a staff. He's got F3 in 3 seconds. That V2 is the working magic as ZK was able to find the proc off of here. He's got ultimate, but JDG are rocking the 3rd time this today. They're rocking the V3 Tessa, and the Zem gets a parry off of Kiki. He gets kicked off the cliff side, tries to look for a chance here of regrouping, and decides to use his V2 to reset the skill to get high ground position. He's at the top of the hilltop right here and trying to lock down Tutty, trying to lock down JDG, and Raven, it's going to be a point where it can be met, but is it going to be worthwhile for this effort if there's third parties all around them?
It's always worth it. You gotta go for everything on the soft spawn. Everything is earned within the league. Everyone is so ferocious. Zyalt just doing super strong off spawn. It's like, what can you do versus even a blue weapon Zai? It's just always their turn. We have FPX in the background waiting, but TE with a timing attack. F3 going to be invested. Night Dodge coming in from Wolves. XCM able to dodge the Tesla ult, but now his team stuck against the Buttery Rocks. He does connect onto Leo. Tough situation for this attack on Titan. TE is going to be investing their V3. Good job from Wolves. They're trying to scratch every little bit of value out of their 1 HP situations, trying to peel for each other, but they're not able to. TE is going to clean it up, and you again, Serve, you cursed them. You said, is it worth it if the timing attacks are going on? Now we do have the privilege as casters to see what the map is going down, but you can assume that all the Fireflies around the map, there is going to be a timing attack no matter where location you're at. Now, unfortunately for TE, they have to Wolves, they have to hard commit there because you landed there for that reason, but you just know that that Firefly rotation is going to come in and possibly take you out. But Wolves EG will not go quietly into the night serve. He is fighting his way tooth and nail with this 1 HP.
Yeah, the Islet Crater is a great spot. There's a lot of scarishable positions, but he does get found by LYD. We're at the point right now where BBE in the very southern tips near to the Ghost Town extension, where BBE is up against DRG, and DRG are going to fall here. Now, BBE find 6 eliminations. And the crazy thing is, they're also next to the stash. They got 30K on standby for themselves for them to go into the shop and just waiting this area out. But it looks like at this point, they can just wait this one through or just keep looting around here for any sort of sustain for the economy. But WBG, Sleepwalker here, activating F3 in response after taking that longsword beam to the face. He's going to look towards and keep the team through. He's got the broom ready to go here, trying to sweep away the competition if it comes to the fruition. But both of these teams have full ultimate values here. JDG are looking to try to force his team into their own vicinity. Now, here's the kicker, right? We know that Vaige has himself into V3 ultimate. So if we see the Tessa enchant coming out here for the V1, don't tell me ZDI is trying to set up for a V1. He doesn't even have it. Yeah, he was in the sky, but he's at 85%. Sleepwalker's there to engage it. I don't know. I mean, if ZDI was able to get that Tessa, get that Viper ultimate off, he looks to the silence. This forces Yodo Human not to be able to teleport, which gives an opportunity to see of whether or not Sleepwalker is going to have enough time to kind of save the team here if he can for those last slashes of pushing those enemies away. Raven, this is tough right now for WBG. They have no ultimates. The only thing they got is a way shot in a way.
Yeah, WBG popping the cooldowns, popping the ultimate, putting JDG against the ropes. They do still have their Viper ultimate, so WBG has to be careful with this overcommitment. If they get too close to this Viper, you better bet we're going to get that stun off. Now, OUG in the south having an isolated scrap off versus JJH. Godlay on the Yodo. No ultimates anyone's name. We're all in, baby, in the corner. OUG's SS on the Justina, looking for the pickoff onto Yushan, already down to a quarter of a health. Yushan, even though he can't be crowd control, it still will take a massive damage as long as you have bursting weapons. Now OUG's you locking down Godlay, able to turn this round. No armor on 2 of OUG, but the parry is going to come out. Truly is going to get taken down by the Yodo slashes. Now Flames trying to make his way out of here. OUG's you chasing him down with the grapple, looking for the uppercut or looking for the parry, not able to get it, but still OUG making it look easy and walking through them. Moonbane again, server. Moonbane again with 5-2-1. Moonbane again.
I don't want to call it. I ain't calling nothing, guys. Pampy has ultimate still to go. He's still readily available. If he wants to use this for DDG's Kiki, he could, but you know, it's kind of a risky play here. We're gonna see ZDI looking for those dodges, finds the F2, is able to dodge it. Pampy, seeing that Tutty is down, can now find this opportunity of looking past the region, but the WBG are here. This is their, they're going back to retreat into the movement. They got 30 seconds on this bar to look for some resets, as Yin has no armor currently. He's looking to the regen, but the V1 coming up from ZDI. Oh man, TE was right there, but the disenchant was necessary as ZDI was caught into it, as he was hoping to kind of realize the situation where he could take that stun, but it didn't work out, Raven. Didn't work out at all. TE are caught in here as 5-2-1 are looking for this engagement for a third party, and they might be looking for the, they might look for all full values for this. I mean, WBG are still in the backlines, Raven. I don't know. They might cause some issues.
Even though they're the back lines, we're still staying active. Still looking for it. I believe, wait, is this WBG's second day?
Oh, first day.
All right. Well, the bi-weekly champions, they still got, even though it's this game 5, they're one of the teams that can manage a 100-point game, just like Wolves. They just need to get it going now. They had a little bit of a mental edge running their Tessa Monk and getting value off of it, knowing that they were doing something out of the order. Now they're not really running out of the ordinary. Now they're back to more meta, if anything else. So can they find value playing the way that they're playing now? And again, KLA, every time I see these guys, sir, they got Moonbane. Every single time we see them, they got Moonbane. I respect it. I respect it a lot because it's optimal. Now, like I was saying before, securing the box ends up being huge. You get a purple armor. Sometimes you get a boatload of money. Sometimes you get a bunch of purple weapons. And sometimes you get jades and money. Now, technically, depending on your composition, you want certain things, depending on whether or not you're not scaled. And looking at KLA right now on the siphon, getting that room to breathe. They don't find a kill, but they find some massive loot. And we're going to see KLA probably make it to the end game just based on this one play, a simple Moonbane and grab key.
You know what's crazy too? QGG is able to, that Soul Jade that was right there, it must be correlation to the other purple Soul Jades, but he found a Phoenix Blast from that. So for a Takeda that had Phoenix Blast before the first Roman Yang, this is gonna give him a very surpassed push. If they want to push Roman Yang, they got around 20 seconds to make that chance, but OUG opting in for the shot play. Very nice opportunity for them to find that purple armor to be purchased if it isn't been already, and also to any sort of reason that they want to buy purple Soul Jades, the extension. But where Romy Yang's in the spawn out here, BBE, Wolves, DRG, next to the Zest Winery, they are all right next door towards this. GG are already on the heels for action. They have great gear to hopefully work this through. They only have one, if I'm not mistaken, one purple weapon, and that's the Pole Sword, but double Fan Raven into this Romy Yang. Is it going to cause issues for FPX? Maybe, but let's take a look, Raven, and seeing how this one ends out.
Really a double fan? I mean, FBX with the Justina variation, can they win it? Show me some stuff, FPX with the Justina. Karumi just taking Monk for a ride. Yushan already getting armor shredded. Corky forced to pop the Yushan on the median, but it looks like Xiaoyu not popping his ultimate at the same time, holding it, waiting for some more ultimates coming out of BBE, wisely holding on to it, but he's gonna take a massive amount of damage due to the scale right now. Corky does get one of BBE's players locked down right now. We do get a grab, we do get a slam, and Water and crew is gonna take down Iben from BBE. Now it's just a formality 2v3 situation with Transformers there with Justina dashing around. Roy Hehe in disbelief that they could lose to a Justina, Monk, Yushan Com. Corky still kiting right now. It's not over. Crazier things have happened in a 2v3 situation. The Monk is gonna have to heal right here, and now Water is gonna get parried, but Zhang Yu on the Monk is gonna parry him back. Now 2v2 situation, who can win this? Roy He does get the parry again, and good job by Justina to peel for the Monk, but the focus attack is going to come out from Fat Milk, able to pick it off, and now 2v1 situation. Everyone relatively down to the same amount of the health. Roy Hehe taking the action to Water. Water just needs one more juicy hit. Can he find it? He's gonna fade away, try to get the parry punish, looks for the fade away, sneaky, focus to focus, not able to get it. Fat Milk not giving it up, and again BBE continues to surprise me, able to slow down FPX, one of the top points of the lobby, with again a Siphon comp. BBE growing a lot now. Normally, sir, they're really good on their Viper team. I would say they're in the top 5 for their Viper team, but they needed to figure out their slow game, how to be slow, how to be methodical, how to secure that first kill and that second kill going to Yang Depletion and making it to these end games.
Yeah, they had to outlast a lot of the pressure coming in from Tianhai and Weishan to make sure it's just a ground unit type fight. But into the shadow, into the Sigma mine, we are going to see OUG outside after they lost in the Romy Yang. They are going to go up against FPX here, as FPX are looking to try to fight this one out. Both of these teams are at Romy Yang depletion mode, right? So we have to really worry about who is going to come out on top, because the moment one person dies, there ain't no res happening. And as you can see, Water is immediately eliminated because he SS pick up the Soul Bloom as a result. And of course, GG is spawning in here, and they lost their Romy Yang too, so they'll take any opportunity coming out for the third party. Xiao Hu looking for the high ground here as a result, as the Tianhai ultimate is forced out for him to look towards SS, look towards OUG into the distance, and it doesn't seem that nothing is going to give him the opportunity of doing so. He's the last teammate alive for FPX, and this is tough output from that first Romy Yang into a mixed bag of finding out a team who also lost the Romy Yang, and on top of that, a third party Raven that just shows up and just steals the show.
Yeah, GG on the tried and true, this Siphon composition. Now, even though the team doesn't have any kills right now, it doesn't matter. This is exactly what I saw during their MVP rounds. They're able to scale so well, transitioning into this end game, finding the kills where they need to, and if anyone is caught off like FPX right here, they're able to pick off these stragglers and transition to this end game. Now, purple armor on the Siphon, almost up to that gold ultimate. CGS looking real stack, and they're searching for another solo and duo player. This time it's OUG's You trying to make his way out of here, and they're gonna go into the zone to deny a lot of this pressure. It's an early zone, so Takeda can follow him in, but fighting a zipping in a zone without burn damage is really scary. The only time I've ever been 1v3 is this exact scenario where a zipping was in zone and we chased her down all the way over here. The V1 and the abilities just allow her to survive. Now, as I say that, I curse you. We get a ballista into Takeda ult. That's a little bit overkill. My man, you just got pancaked.
Yo, CGS is like, I'm not letting this one down, and Tito's like, I got you, homie, and just send up a 1200 damaging ultimate or a ballista shot. Jing Yu, though, looking to res Yu as time came down. He's able to pick up his teammate's gear and just make the journey back into the zone. I do see JDG's Tutty, though, in this area, and I'm not sure if he saw everything. He is coming from the top down below, and another res happening here. Tutty is with the V3, right? Tesla Ultimate is available here now. Finds the one-man Tesla Ultimate. ZDI is looking to try to confirm for this, but Tutty is taking heal over time from the V3. So for now, Tutty trying to avoid the pressure coming out. He finds elimination against Xing Yu. He finds that Soul Bloom, and he's avoiding SS as it comes through for the Justina. 2 dashes has been expended for SS to get out of the V1 stun range, but a parry coming out from you gives a confirmation kill for OUG, and where we're going to see a JDG looking for the reset over near to the zone. This is where the hunt begins, Raven, for both of these teams. It's making sure they can outlast the other.
Close fight going down, and now GG. Not a close fight for them. They just play all these situations super safe. GG's able to pick up OUG's SS. OUG's U is going to go down as well to zone, and now they're going to make their way into Yang depletion coming up, but it doesn't matter. They stayed relatively healthy, so going into zone is going to be a simple task. Now, Wolves up to 8 kills. I don't believe any of them are alive. BBE up to 9 kills. Woo! KLA up to 3. GG up to 3. Getting those nice time attacks. TE up to 4. 27 people alive. And we're going to see, I'm guessing, a little bit of hesitation again going into the realm of Yang. No one wants to hard commit here. And we got Wolves XEM with the gold fan. No hesitation from that one team, though. Come on, Wolves. Let's get in there. We got the gold fan. Let's try it out. but it looks like Wolves is going to be camping it out, seeing if a Viper team tries to assassinate the situation. Really, really smart play from them. Hunters being hunted, but DRG sniffs something is weird right now, setting an ambush for themselves. BBE showing up to the party as well. Everyone is debating on going in and fighting against KLA. Super stack Siphon right now, and we are gonna get WBG versus KLA, a classic matchup.
Yeah, KLA, right? Like I mentioned, that statue they picked up has QGG on longsword duty if he has it. He's using the fan first and foremost. He drops into this, he goes into the sky and drops right down below. He's looking to try to find a target. He might be using an F1 early here, but it looks like right then and there, Cuckoo is looking to just force this team in a position where they're all grouped up. It gives KLA the perfect opportunity to lock down WBG's A-Shot, but A-Shot looks towards him dropping that beacon down. He has to utilize it. QGG is focused down the Yorohime as Sleepwalker is the next target on the list, but as you can see, Baige is denying that motion. He's looking to force QGG in spots where he has to use Fury defensively instead of the offensive push. And of course, A-Shao having this ultimate as Furious Shen proves the amount of pressure that can come out of it. But Sleepwalker first to get eliminated from WBG. You can see the frustration on his face, but the amount of sustain from this comp is pushing the sandbox comp into inspiration for victory. QGG has the F1 in midair. The Tumult ultimate comes out here, and this just gives KLA the necessary kills into getting another gold weapon for their victory into the Raven, where they can just snowball through the end of the game, man. They can just snowball if they find a gold weapon of the longsword.
Yeah. Gold ultimate on Takeda is no joke. You basically turn into a Viper with 4 ultimates. That's what you turn into. And with blue buff, they're gonna be able to hunt down all of these duos and solos, these stragglers, and down to 21 people. It was looking like a stacker at first, but as the games go on, so does the speed, so does the ferocity. We've already warmed up our Morris. Now we're on nighttime. And KLA is capitalizing on the fact that there aren't Siphon teams inside that realm of Yang. They don't have to necessarily fight against the likes of OUG and GG. But little do they know that those teams are still around and still willing to duke it out. Now Wolves with the Siphon team grabbing a chest to themselves. Looks like it's going to be uncontested for now. WBG's Baige coming in to check out whether or not they can res here, and they're going to see the rude surprise that Wolves just got the buff, the 20% damage reduction. They're going to have to wait this off.
Yeah. Yeah, there's 2 teams arriving here. WBG are just waiting this one out, but even GG are showing up to the case, and they're thinking, oh, we can get the Spirit Well, it's perfect, good case scenario. But then Zem is an active Zai ultimate right before the Spirit Well proc. They got the Mystic Might, so now they have that on hand for anyone who wants to try to jump into that area for the next 30 seconds. And they don't want that. They don't want that tassel. They definitely don't want that tassel against an active Zai ult. For her to have another Zai ult on top of it, I don't think that's happening for anyone that wants to take, if they want to ego check them, sure, but no, not happening in NBPL. We are going to see the spawn coming through here for GG. They made their way up north towards Ephemeros, and they are going to go up against what seems to be WBG. And this is where it comes through right now for this fight. It's a make or break between both of these teams. The position is 3 eliminations for GG. WBG was 0 still. And this is where those forced ultimates just came out right from the get-go, where they're going to have to be aggressive quick.
Yeah, you don't want to hesitate when you feel like you're behind and loot. One of the easiest ways to equalize an unfair battle is use your ability to strip the enemy's armor. Now, if they have gold armor like GG does, your ultimate should force them to pop their transformers. And at least we have a similar health pool to fight against, but WBG is not able to get as much as they would like out of this. And Wolves on the outside looking about hunting, seeing WBG set up for this fight, and now regretting their decision. They have XEM hot on his heels, light attacks coming in, Burn coming out, and now multiple teams all here fighting on the edge of the zone. Everyone sees where the action's coming out. They want a piece of this, and GG's 330 is going to get taken down by the Zai. 1 minute left on that blue buff. They're going to be able to check out, figure out where everyone is, and see if they can get a nice third party as they kind of probe for that threshold. Now KLA's QGG sitting in zone, scaling up widely up to gold ultimate. Wolves, you think Wolves hits the 200 bomb serve? DRG's barely hitting 100, and we got Wolves almost at 200. What world am I living in?
If they get a 20 bomb this game, this could give them an opportunity and getting that. Yeah. I think though that the potential for that would be remarkable, right? You said like 9% for finals, for them to kind of take as proposed points are into the value. That could give them literally a whole game's worth of points for them to just take full value into making sure that they can get match point quicker when the time comes. But for Wolves, I can't say anything. You know why I can't say anything, right? I can't even knock on a wooden table, you know, if I wanted to, if I said anything to deny the cast a curse moment. But I think right now they have a good chance for this end game. They got 19 players for them to look for eliminations. There's 22 total into the bar for this final 9 minutes into this round. Pampy has himself to look towards and just looking through. And we're gonna actually see the victory coming out for this Roman Yang fight, right? 5-2-1 Pampy having themselves to lock themselves right into that tumult circle. Based off the timing that Unique was able to pop that B3 Weishan ultimate, granting Pampy no worry about the wall. Now this gives him enough backline pressure where you can see how GG are trying to pressure this team out as much as they can. Pampy just on full sword scare rush duty, has ultimate still, so if anything comes out, GG wants to try to push this one through. They have to focus the Yodo Hime as fast as possible, and they're not doing so right now. 5-2-1 is looking to just force this one through and forcing everyone in the vicinity of their own making. That's when Pampy finds that parry and puts a position where they can lock down 3-3-0. The first slash comes out. The teammates are on onslaught position. Unique, Yin, they are not letting her go for dodges, and Pampy finds these 3-3 slashes to be in succession. And as much as it comes out here, LXM is one of the final teammates. He just gets parried. LXM just looking for those full sword swings and the parry from 5-2-1. This is a phenomenal chance for them to showcase what they got here, and this Roman Yang just proves that it could be anyone's chances of coming through. And Pampy, yeah, did some work out there.
Yeah, Pampy able to hold her Yodo all the way up to the end, just coming in big with that last little bit of pressure, stalling out their cooldowns, using the Fairy ult going through. But first, DRG versus JDG. V1 is out. V1 is back. Nice port out coming out from DRG. Gonna be healing up right now, but JDG hot on the heels, sees them on the high ground. Do they want to continue taking this fight? No, they do not. They would rather go and claim this in the center, but 5-2-1 is going to claim out with the ultimates. Now, both of these teams greet out of potentially fighting more teams, but 5-2-1 wanting to leverage their advantage here. Now, this is a really good stuff from 5-2-1, slowing things down, but it doesn't look like JDG and WZ are going to be slowing down. DRG's Exile looking for the opener with these dual blades, these dual Halbies, I mean, coming in hot, able to find a parry. Now looking to close it out with another parry, not able to, but JDG's toot is going to get taken down by DRG. Now JDG, last one remaining. Kiki making his way out of here, and Wolves spotting this out, knows that there's one player around here. I don't believe they have blue buff, but they're looking for that last kill. 5-2-1 clutching it up versus GG. Let's see what more value can this cannonball get in this endgame serve.
Yeah, we got Yin to try to look for those rage retentions from getting as much cannon shots as possible and just pelting them through as DRG are caught into this back line. Pampy having the Farius Shen mech into the favor of the Yodo Hime. So if anything comes out, we're going to see how much Pampy can put pressure out here. And it kind of blows because we saw JDG actually put themselves in the spot. Tuddy having that V3. If he had at least that 55% versions of whether or not to V1 or V2, he could have casted a 3-man ultimate potentially. But at the end of the day, we're gonna have to see what comes out here. A Moonbane coming out here. DRG XI gets caught into it, so he has to take the time to heal. He's got 8 grapples left into his stash for his inventory. And of course, DRG have 2 eliminations so far. The potential here for third parties is immense, right? And I think honestly, right now and then, though, KLA has the necessary gear potential of lasting this one out for the end of the matches. And then Wolves is right there on contenders point to be made. But you know, I don't want to kind of sneak in this last person, the last team, but BBE, they're still in here, full team, yeah, everything available for them.
Yeah, BB showing up clutch in this game 5 right now. Now, normally I would give this to a Siphon comp, especially a Siphon comp like KLA, but Wolves has been super impressive on their Xiphon composition. I'm gonna have to choose Wolves this time going into this endgame. I'm tired of betting against them. Let's see if they're able to do it again. Now, they are going against the cannonball of 5-2-1 right now. Able to grab some loot. grab some resources going into this last leg of this end game. Still a lot of space made here. 19 players alive. Three or four teams up to 9 to 10 kills. So right now, transitioning to this end game, it's all about laddering up the placement. The actual placement points, the multiplier ends up being a little bit better than points. So as long as you play this slow, play this calculated, you actually benefit a lot more from surviving to the last little bit of endgame. The name of the game here is using that range and terrain to your advantage. And you're seeing KLA's QGG, seeing JDG's Kiki down to 1 HP, trying to make his way to the zone, and Cuckoo is gonna find the nunchuck kill onto him. Easy pickings right now. All the duos and solos getting forced out into the open, into the loving arms of these trios players, and we're gonna see 5-2-1's Pampy jumping into Feria Mech serve. What can we see Pampy do during this last leg of this ending?
He's going to get out into the enchant. I think right now Pampy having this into ground unit form is now going to force him to try to take the time to retreat. If not, like I said, force the enemies into your battlefield, force them into your side, because if they want to try to be aggressive, make it worth their while, they have to use their own skills into this vicinity. But CE on has to get caught out here by 521's Yin from that cannon shot. And one thing that's coming out from 521 is that one of them has a martial artist bullet form, which is the Jade of the dual halberds, where you can lock down somebody. If 521 finds any opportunity for catching anyone outside of that vicinity, it would work in great wonders. And here we are, final Spirit Well, 3 minutes left. A lot of players are in vicinity of it, but no one wants to take the opportunity of using it to their own advantage. We saw how last round, how much that came into Valley, but TE's LYD getting caught to that Temmie West is going to get caught through a multitude of range shots. Has himself the captive V1 against Ben, but he's going to be looking to get focused on by any of the enemy teammates. I'm seeing QGG trying to launch those Phoenix Blasts in the background, but this burn enough is going to be what's going to kill out LYD. QGG finding the elimination for their team. Number 10 on the board so far. KLA are still going to be looking to try to keep themselves inside the Spirit Well as that range immunity comes out for dodging out these areas. But of course, 521, they, like I said, they got to have people, if they want to force them fight into their vicinity, this is what works best for them. Pampy being nearby to that Fairy Shen Mech is looking for this opportunity, but Leo getting caught to the ends of the Earth Raven to getting caught out for his team as they get eliminated.
At 14 people alive, last Spirit Well going down. Everyone's posturing for it. BBE trying to claim this last little bit of loot, but KLA doesn't want to give it up for free. Wolves hawking this as well. It's super dangerous to go for this. Everyone's going to be backing off. No one wants to do it. It's a death trap. Lobby's adjusting for this. They don't want to hard commit. Everyone's taking to the sky. They want to secure this placement point. We're seeing non-stop action in the sky. Crouching Tiger, Tin and Dragon. Grapples going out over and over. Wolves takes to the sky. Ready to stall out, but on the low ground, we got 5-2-1 on the cannonball. Pampy loading up with his squad. Yin just needs to drop that Feria Mech Rumor, but it looks like Pampy's going to activate with this gold Hong Sword. Yodo slashing everyone to the low ground, and Yin is going to activate into the Feria Mech, sitting there, pushing everyone down to the low ground. And as they sit on this high ground, as they rain down chaos onto the lobby, KLA struggling on this low ground, taking Feria shots to the side of the head, but KLA's QGG onto Takeda, building up his ultimate again with the last shove to his name. But Wolves activating. Did I curse them? Did I ruin their momentum? Serve XEM trying to get this heal off. Invisible, who is going to take it? 11 people left.
Zem not having any armor here is a dangerous predicament. QGG finds an F1 to kind of somersault somebody. He's just spamming the RBs from the fan. He's trying to catch that soul shot as well. He's utilizing this as much as he can. But one other thing is that we are still yet to see BBE make that final round here. There's a Tomo circle. Finally, Unique is down, but QGG has 3 more Fury Blasts to go. He's looking towards and making sure and capturing anyone in the vicinity, the bottom of this cliff side, looking for the soul shatter, looking for those soul blooms. He's keeping this momentum going. He's looking for the army of the fan. He catches Pampy with it. We see the F3's eye being utilized. The comment goes to the sky. Looking for those aerial blue focuses, but QGG just keeps that going. Perry comes out. Ben is going to get caught out here. And with this into the zone, that's going to be elimination upon elimination. 20 bombs so far for KLA. And as the 5-2-1 Yin is one of the few remaining enemy combatants against them, there is nothing that's going to give any other team an advantage past this point, where QGG has been picking up every single soul bloom across the board and just making sure that he has ult for team, ult for circle, and of course ult for the victory into this round. As he's throwing out the blue focuses, he catches Yin. As he's throwing out the fan, he's catching Win. And with this team looking for this final circle, they're going to come out here against ZK, but it looks like Wolves still has one left leg to kick out into the face of danger and look to first place for the displacement points. But we know who won out here for MVP, and that's going to be KLA.